back at the Scimitar. I'm just going to fit the radiator. I took it home, checked it all out. I think there's a little bit of a leak, tiny bit, but I couldn't get that bottom pipe off the other day, so I'm just going to flush it out. And then I'm just going to put the radiator all back together. And I've got the new fuel line here as well, so I'm going to fit the fuel line. Now I've been waiting for that. And that's it. It's not really a lot I could do. I haven't got any bits yet. It hasn't turned up. We have on order new seal. No, we don't need to touch that actually. I need a new seal over here, don't I? Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, fuel fill in the garage for it. On order is new pads. These discs will clean up. There's not much of a bit on them. New one of these joints with the new bolts. New rubbers for there. New track rod end. And all the rubbers for the bottom half. Yeah. That's for both sides of that. Part-wise, what else did we order? I can't remember until it all turns up in boxes. When it all arrives in boxes, I'll give it a little bit of a breakdown on it. Yeah, but for now, just going to put all this bit back together. And then fuel line. Yeah, sorry, I keep saying yeah, that's it. Not a lot today, just chipping away at it. I've got another filter like that in the garage, so yeah. That's it. It's just that I've got an hour or so spare, so while I put this all together, I will take this off and just inspect it. I've got a new cap coming for that as well. Along with that, yeah. So yeah, that's it really. I've got a big old. But what else have I got coming? I put an order. I put an order into multiple places actually. Just some places were cheaper than others. For bits and bobs. I didn't want to run like EBC pads on it, like the green stuff pads. I didn't really want to do that because it's like 55 quid or whatever it was for the pads. And yeah, as much as it does, I've dealt with EBC stuff like that in the past. They're great pads, but you got to get them warm, haven't you, to like really feel effect. And this car isn't going to be put through paces. It's just for pottering around really and looking cool. Yeah. So I will steal you back because you look pretty tidy for the fuel line, and I'll see if I can make use of you. Taiwan. Yeah, we'll make use of you, Mr. Taiwan. Yeah. So let's just get this front end back together. And the cowling back on because that's all been painted now. Yeah, like I said, I've got bits coming. So then we can just work our way up that way. And when they come, I'll do a video on that. But for tonight, it's just this radiator back in. It's just nice to have a bit of a personal diary, if anything. That's the whole point, really. And also maybe help people out there that have got these, like, who don't know the inside and outsides of it. There's that little rad pipe. I couldn't get the actual metal bit off, but that is... Yeah. It's there. There's still water in there. How's that water look? Yeah, I'm not going to pull too hard because there's loads of wires knocking around. What's this wire for here? What's a brake pad to air sensor maybe? I don't know, we'll find out when the dashboard throws up odds and sods probably. It doesn't run right. There's a nice broken air strap there as well. I'm assuming that would probably go to the rocker cover like the other side maybe. Because you can't have enough air straps on this vehicle by the sounds of things. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Probably know if it looks like a bit of a breather for the gearbox. Is that a pressure like valve that goes into the back of the carb? Yeah, that pipe looks alright. It doesn't look like it actually does anything apart from air. Ooh, there's a nice bit of a bend on that. Is that a thermostat? No. Yeah. Engine dash temp in it. So it's definitely got some nice bluage on it, so it looks like it's staying there for a bit as long as it works. Anyway, get back to you in a sec. So got the rad in place. bottom hose on. Just to let you know, at the bottom of these radiators, there's 2 bolts on the very bottom. So them 2 at the moment are in, holding it in very like a secure-ish place. They're just loosely tight. Then I put the hose on. While I was here, crimped on the boost pack, the topped on one, and the fan kicked into life. So it's a bit worrying now because I put the positive on and I ran it on the chassis and it didn't boot up. But then if I just put the both terminals on, it booted up. So I don't know why that is. Yeah, no, I figured it out because I'm a fucking retard. Sorry, I'm an idiot. How can it come into life when this negative isn't earthed to the chassis? It goes to a different loop and it goes on a switch that's controlled by yeah, it makes sense now. So I will have to probably reroute the run on that cable to the bottom. But the thing is, I don't know if that switch works yet. So what I want to do is have it running, keep an eye on the temperature gauge. If that works, if it doesn't, it starts stinking red hot. I know that doesn't work, and I can boot the fan in and turn it all off. But yeah, between now it's just trial and error. So and that was a part of the other cable before. So now I'm just going to put this top pan on. This top pan, I literally went over it with a wire brush and painted it outright black. I mean, some people could replace that with a newer one or one that looks a lot better than that, but it's going to be it's in the engine bay. It's going to have a spare wheel on it. So yeah, I'll update you when I've put that on and then move on to the fuel lines. But yeah, radiator installs on these are super simple. None of the slam panel out the way in jobs, like some of the newer cars are an absolute nightmare. But straight away, bottom hose on, into play, well, 2 bolts in, bottom hose on, kind of jigged up in a certain way, it's not going to fall. Yeah, fan stays stationary there and the radiator slots in and out. Super easy, super easy. Yep. I've just noticed something about this car. Like, obviously the front's all a bit iffy, and you're like, oh, but I don't know if we'll be able to see this without the flash on. Can you see all that rework? This is run into the front. Either this has run into something on the front or something's run into it. I can see this running into the back of something most likely. So I'm like, oh, I mean, that's what originally it looked like. Let me move across. And then, there we go. Nice! Nice! I'm trying to think what lamps they are. Oh, they're solid. They're finger lamps, aren't they? Have they got H4 bulbs in, or are they actual solid? Oh, they unit. Oh no, they got H4s. It's H4s on. Was that so? That screws up. I don't know. I'm gonna probably upgrade them anyway. I'll upgrade the lamps, like the 150. You know, the Lucas 150 or Ring 150s, just for a bit more, as it like light dispersion on the road, whatever it's called. So I'm assuming these are all like the Mark IIs, or this is your dipped and then these are your mains. Where are the indicators? Oh, they're in the bumper. What a nugget. These are a quick fix, I've been told. Just pull them back, clean them all up, and sticker flex them on back into place. I would like the original, you know, like the big chrome bumpers. That is it, the SE5 have? This is an SE6B, is it, or an SE6? Anyhow, I'm not too sure what it is. Is there anything there? No, it just gives you the details of the vehicle. Right, just going to crack on with this. So you know what I have just realised? I'm using this ratchet to do this. Why would I do that? Let's go get proper tools out. Battery. I did have a big cab in the back of here, like a roller cab, but my job didn't require all them tools in the end. Like it's just a ball ache dragging them round. It's only a 1.3 JTD. Brilliant on fuel. Absolutely brilliant. 50 mpg everywhere. Yeah, let's get this bad boy out. I'll get it down. Look at this. Just They are quite long threads. I mean, I've just been doing this one. But this is how long the threads are on this. That one there, that one I couldn't get all the way out, so I have doused it WD. It's not wonky, it's just how the plate's set at the moment. It is actually flat, it's not damaged the thread. When I do the radiator ones, I don't think I'll use the gun on that. But yeah, it does save so much time. You just forget sometimes what you've got in the back. Do you know what I mean? You're like, yeah. Well, these Ryobi, these Ryobi is a great bit of kit. Got the impact gun, the hammer drill, the normal drill, this wrench, all sorts of bits and bobs off them. Absolutely. I got circular saw, cutting wood, jigsaw, miter saw, all sorts, and they are so cheap for what you get. Proper recommend these. 5 out of 5 star. I mean, but I wouldn't say, I don't know industry wise if you'd have it in a garage day in day out compared to like Snap-on, but these are like a fifth of the price of Snap-on. So yeah. So that's in place now. Yeah, that's been a bit of a pain to get down actually. It's straight. Just wasn't WD on it. And these here, I was at first, I was like, what is that? What is this for? I realised the spare wheel goes here. It's a screw to hold it in place. Fuel cable. This is what the guy said. This is E10 resistant, he said, and also like ethanol resistant. And I'm just a bit like, yeah, the actual big drum had numbers on it. This has got no numbers stamped on it. But I do have another meter coming, which is like, one of the people on the group said it needs to be to this spec, so I ordered one of them cables as well. So when that comes, I'm doing the underneath with that cable, and then for now I'm just going to put that on. If there's anything left over that better spec, it will go on the engine bay. But for now, I just want to see how well this performs. I mean, you can't really, you're like, oh, you won't know. No, you will. After like 3 or 4 months, you'll just quickly inspect it and pull it out and just see how it sits and how it looks, how it feels. Just to remember, like, yeah, and it was cheap. I want to say it was cheap. It was £5 a meter, considering the other stuff was like £8 a meter. So it's nearly half the price. And the guy was like, "Yeah, it does all that." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So yeah, let's just get these wrapped on there. I want to put fuel lines on before I forget, and then I have to check the book, and I look like an absolute nuggin. Yeah, I'll put them on. I'm going to take these coolant pipes off as well and just give them a bit of a clean out, because then we're just slowly moving this way along the vehicle. Yeah, completion probably like 2%. Maybe 1. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was saying before about fuel lines and stuff. I showed you the old filter. I mean, this is the old filter. I don't even put any pressure on that. It looks like I've yanked it, but I've not put any pressure on it. I was pulling it away to put some oil in it, and then just check it. Let me just get a really good shot for you. Right, come on, focus. Focus. This bit. Sorry for the delay. Trying to focus this fuel line. Right, we're in focus. Oh gosh, it's hard when you haven't got any hands available. Yeah, there we go. Can you see that? Them little cracks. So yeah, I keep banging on about fuel lines, but it's the only thing that's turned up part-wise at the moment is fuel lines. So it's the only thing I keep going on about is fuel lines. So, like you say, the rad's in place, waiting on these bottom parts to come. Yes. Oh, where are your Jubilee clips? Yeah, you're correct. I haven't got any Jubilee clips yet, because I want to see what I can forage off here that are decent Jubilee clips. I can clean that up and fit that one back on, and then I'll just pick up some more up. So this is the fuel lines on about a second ago. You just see them little cracks. Then there we go. There's the money shot. Yeah, and that to me, in fairness, looks like an alright fuel line. It's nice and flexy. Chop through it. It looks alright. It's just little bits like that. Yep. And just routing the lines. And what I've done is just grab the old filter that was in line and just chop it down. Use a bit of a template so you can not chop too much off, so it just fits smooth. So chopped it there. Old filter would be located around there, and I can just bring that round. I'll show you in a sec. And that, if you ask me, under them HT leads, looks like enough gap. You see what I've done there? Yeah. I know to some people it's like, yes, I get what you mean, but other people that are just getting into it, it's just little things like that. And go full all the way in and all the way in. So you've got a little bit of room, from only a few mil, but a little bit of room to negotiate with. So you got the lip there, you got that, you can literally pull it down to just there, the same width as what a Jubilee clip would be. And it's a little bit of extra play room, isn't it? So yep, right then. Oh, God, my camera skills are brilliant. Prime example, a fuel line deterioration right there. See that? Yeah, my camera skills were awful, I do apologise. So yeah, there we go. But that piece here is plastic. I think the only way you can tell that, oh look at that, just dropped off. Yeah, the only way you can tell that's damaged is by feeling it for cracks, is it not? I wouldn't necessarily replace that, would I? I don't know. There's gearboxes here. They're very moist. What is that? Why is that leaking so much? I've got the filter kit in the car. Where's the drain plug? There's no drain plug on it. There's a flywheel, yeah. Yeah, I'll get to that bit when I get to it. I'm not getting worried about that now. Not too bad underneath here. That smells a bit thin. Oh. Right. So saying that fuel line that we saw a second ago is right underneath and it just dropped off. And this is the other piece here and I just can't get to it. Look, let me just clean this camera like this. Just can't get to it for love and the money. Just can't really reach it. So if you follow the pipe up, actually it's the return. What we can do is just bolt, well, Phillips there and a Phillips there on the rocker cover. We can undo that and negotiate it out of there, which I will do in a sec. But one thing I do want to point out is they are hand tight. Like, put a screwdriver on, it's just like, ugh. Like, oh, okay. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do rocker cover then, because whoever's done it last, obviously, I don't know, over time, vibration maybe, I don't know. Put some lock thread, the weaker one, just to prevent it from coming loose, and well, take the rock covers off. I'll just do valve clearances as well. I'll just turn it over by hand. How am I turning it over by hand? Oh, yeah, I'll figure that one out. I'll just check the book or I'll ask someone. But yeah, let's just negotiate this fuel line. I've not got loads of time tonight. I'm just chipping away at the little bits and bobs. Do you know what I mean? And I'll get home and I'll have tea and I'll just upload the videos all together. Like, I don't really spend much time editing them. In the last video I put like some GIFs and stuff in. So I was like, oh, this is well cool. Put GIFs in, these are well funny. And someone's like, don't like the music and don't like your GIFs. I'm like, okay, cool, there's no stress. I'm going to put loads more GIFs in it now. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm just going to get that off and do that. I'm just chipping away at it. So yeah, getting there. I love it, really. And this is coming off and coming home with me. Give that a good clean at home. And the two front wheels are actually at home as well at the moment. Well, they're not actually. They're in the van. They've been in the van now for like a week since last week I came up. Not last week. Was it Thursday or Friday? Friday, Saturday? I can't remember. But they've been in the van since then. But I want to auto sol them, which is finding time because I've just taken the shed down in the back garden. So I've got nowhere to do it effectively apart from at home on like the front. And it's just, I'm not doing that yet. I don't know what I'll do. So yeah. just because they're going to go on when this front end's put together, like built up, and it just looks good. And I know them there then on the engine, right that way. So yeah, okie doke, let's crack on. Let's get some coolant pipes off and have an inspection on them, that thermostat off, and that fuel line done. And I think I'll have to be done for tonight because I've got stuff to do. So yep. I thought I'd just shoot the thermostat. I'm not taking it off yet. I've just done bolts. So let's listen to it. See how much shitting cake is in there. What thermostat do people running this? Is it 88 or 80 something? What's in here? $86 in this one. Does that mean I should just run it with an 86? I think I'll run it with an 86 then. That looks alright. I can go home and pop it in the kettle. See if that old beeswax, whatever they put in it back then, spring opens it up and whatever. It looks alright, that does. It looks relatively new. I mean, what are they, aluminium or mild steel? It's aluminium, isn't it, surely? Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, that's not so bad. That's grim. This is the cap that came with it. Quinton and Hazel. Q&H on it. But just doesn't sit tight. I need to get a new one of them. That's in another shopping basket from somewhere else. So the front end's on its way. Well, that's another shopping basket. Yeah, because I'll get that with the thermostat and cooling stuff, which is pretty much ready now. So I think it's expedited delivery anyway, so it'll be in like 24 hours, 48 hours if I got home tonight to do it. Yeah, I'll give it a day for so Friday. What day are we on? Can't remember. Okay, let's crack on. That's off. I run the Stanley under it, got as much as I could off, and then I just run a little bit of like sandpaper over it just to make sure it's nice and smooth and clean. The seal will do the majority of the work, obviously, but I'll give you a tip. If you've got your bolts like this and you just leave them on your like engine bay, you are going to 100%, unless you're Rayman, you're going to forget. So I always just pop them back where I got them from, just because he'll be coming home with me so I can clean them at home, just because I've got to go home in a sec. Yeah, it's a little top tip. And that's about it. That is it for this evening. So that's done. I've not done anything really, but I like to take little bits of the diary. Yeah. But any tips on doing the valve clearances and turn it over? I mean, I am going to read the book when I get home, and it'll all be in there most likely. But if anyone like specialises, a lot of people like follow these type of Essex engines and stuff. Might just go, I've got a better idea for you. This way and this way is what better. I mean, this bad boy is super slack. Man doesn't need. I don't need power steering. It's not in there anyways because it's all leaked everywhere probably. But yeah, I can go back now. Pack up this stuff, go home. Just haven't done anything really. And also, what's this bad boy do? There's a vac pipe to the gearbox by the looks of it off the side of the carb. Well, the auto box. Someone knows, just comment below and let me know. Oh, there's Steely Boys in there thingy. Oh, he goes on there anyway. I'll just pop him in here out of the way. He is a little bit rusty inside, but I have given him a good clean out. But the new antifreeze will have a rust inhibitor, so yeah, I'm running blue in it, or I might get some Prestones, I don't know. Obviously you run blue for this era, don't you? But yeah, okie dokie. This is it from the Scimitar. A good angle. So we took the thermostat housing out, didn't we? I just brought the thermostat home. I'm going to show you a little trick. What you do is, I mean, a lot of people already probably know this. Steam. Boil some hot water to 100 degrees and just put the thermostat in there. and watch to see if the actual thermostat opens. Give it like 5-10 minutes, because this is 88 degrees, so that thermostat in fairness should open shortly. So it looks like it has. I'll get back to you on that one. In the meantime, I'm having a beer.